Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is definitely not going to be the typical post. This is nothing to do with gaming, but it's something near and dear to me, and it's something that I felt I wanted to share. I've kind of written some notes. It's not my typical off-the-cuff thing. It's definitely no sarcasm in this. This is real. And it's something that, may impact a lot of people out there, but it may not impact you because before yesterday, I didn't, nothing around this whole virus that won't be named has, directly, kind of been in my face. Not going to touch on that too much more, but like the title says, some sad news, the passing of a great friend and an engineer. So I'm going to just kind of read my notes because, just off the cuff isn't going to work for this. So very late yesterday, another engineer informed me that the wife of a friend and coworker had passed away. I screenshotted the post and kind of zoomed in. Give me a minute. He was really a friend. Sorry. Okay, so on April 26th, damn it. Okay, so back to the script. On April 26th, he was taken by the virus that won't be named. Yeah, I know this is definitely not the typical revenge video. Shit. This is a lot harder than I thought it would be. So, trying to recover. Okay, his name was Sergey. He went by the moniker of flexferrum. You can just Google it. There's not a lot on the internet about him, but he was a real engineer, a scholar, and a gentleman. We started working together in 2012, and that's, when we became friends. For 2 years, we put a lot of, passion into this previous project. And, he was really a great engineer. But beyond that, he was such a nice person. Our goal at the time was to make a really great C++ toolchain. I know for all the non-technical people in the house, it's just going to be gibberish. But he always loved, work on the most challenging and difficult problems. Never afraid of failure and always willing to jump in. We had a couple of years where we didn't work together, but we stayed in contact. He was just a really good person. In 2019, we started working together again, and he helped me build some of the most critical aspects of our server backend for the social and game platform. So if you ever log in to the social or game, there will be a little small part of his love for technology that went to making that possible. His wife is in the hospital, is in the same hospital that he was in. And I don't know about her current state, but I hope it's not critical. I've traded a few emails with her and seeing if she can get access to PayPal. She's in Russia, and sometimes this isn't always easy to handle, the logistics of things, especially if you're battling a potentially life-threatening disease. He also has a daughter that's kind of special needs. I don't know all the details. There was definitely, she was in and out of the hospital too, but not for this virus or anything like that. It was something else. It was his business. I never asked. So when he told me in March he had pneumonia, it was like March 27th. He said he went to the doctor. He had fluid in his lungs. The x-rays were bad. I was like, okay, obviously it's a sign of this virus going around. A few days later, he said he had a high fever and he was going to the hospital, going there to stay, not just to go to get checked up or something. My gut feeling was, this is bad because, this shit that's going around. In my notes, I said, well, it's almost bringing me to tears. Shit, we're way past that. I want everyone to not be sad, though, because if you knew him, one of the last things he told me was with a laugh and a smile. He said how lucky he was. He even made a little joke. Because I asked him about 4 times. I kept bugging him about it. I said, hey, have you been tested for this shit that's going around? And he said, yeah, he did, and it came back negative. And finally, the last test, it came back positive. And, he said how lucky he was. And, he laughed about it. And I'll be honest with you guys, that was the last message he ever sent me. That was like April 11th, 15th, I don't know, I'd have to go look at the date. But, yeah. And then, it was quiet. I sent a couple messages. I was like, hey, buddy, you okay? No reply. And, yeah. So, you don't know what happens with people. They just, you work remote. How do you know? And another Russian engineer who I think, added him as a friend on VK, because I don't have VK, said that he saw a post from his wife and that he was gone. So, yeah, this was late yesterday. I'm going to leave monetization on for this video. And it's only because any ad revenue from it, I'm just going to send his wife. I don't know how that makes anybody else feel, but it's like the small little thing I can do, for whatever it's worth. I'll put a link to the her VK, her post. If you want to leave some kind comments, please feel free. I'll also probably put a link to some of his open source projects. He had a YouTube channel with 2 subscribers. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I just wanted to share this with you guys because even if, even if you get it and you have no symptoms, even if it's not really that much worse than the flu, there's always that chance that a really good friend can just have some bad luck. So, yeah, I don't know what else to say. Everybody on the engineering team will miss him. Anyway, I love you guys, and yeah, leave some comments below, or send some nice thoughts to his wife. Okay, everyone, take care. Bye bye.